Make-up. Deze cursus is bedoeld voor de vrouw die haar huid wil verzorgen en goed voor de dag wil komen. De cursus begint bij het begin. De huid en het reinigen en hydrateren daarvan. Door middel van tutorials wordt de basistechniek van het aanbrengen van make-up getoond. Van dagelijkse make-up tot smoky eyes. Van het aanbrengen van foundation tot het camoufleren van oneffenheden. Advies voor de beginner, maar ook voor de vrouw die een opfriscursus kan gebruiken. Bij ieder onderwerp komen diverse type producten die gebruikt kunnen worden aan bod. Zonder merknamen, waardoor mensen met een klein budget ook deze cursus kunnen volgen. De vrouwen in de tutorials hebben een lichte tot getinte huid, maar de cursus is bedoeld voor alle vrouwen. In deze module leer je het belang van goede voeding, beweging, vocht en bescherming voor jouw huid. In de tutorials leer je hoe je jouw huid kan reinigen, exfoliëren, moisturizen en beschermen. En bij ieder onderwerp krijg je informatie over welk producttype je daarvoor kan gebruiken. Bij deze doet Gezondheidsplein afstand van eventuele reclame van alle merken die in sommige tutorials gebruikt worden. Het bepalen van jouw huidtype is de belangrijkste stap in de huidverzorging en in de keuze van huidverzorgingsproducten. Er zijn 4 huidtypen: 1 droog, 2 normaal, 3 vet en 4 gecombineerd. Bij een gecombineerde huid is het voorhoofd en de neus vetter dan bijvoorbeeld de huid van de wangen. Let wel op, factoren zoals leeftijd, gezondheid, seizoenen, temperatuur, roken en milieu kunnen je huidtype veranderen. In deze tutorial leer je hoe je jouw huidtype kan bepalen.
What you should do is, the previous night, wash your skin really well. Do not use any skincare product or night care product. Go to bed without any artificial air conditioning. Wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is touch your skin. In the central zone, which is your forehead, your nose, around the nose, your chin, which is commonly known as the T-zone, and then the C-zone, which is the outer portion of your face, to then feel your skin to see if it is feeling oily, if it's feeling damp, or if it is feeling very dry and sensitive. So if the T-zone feels very oily, then you have an oily T-zone or an oily skin. But if you have a T-zone which is oily and the outer zone which is dry, it can pretty much be a normal skin. If you have it dry all over, then it is a dry skin. The second way of looking at it is more visual. So you look at the mirror and then you figure out the center zone of your face has really wide open pores, does not look fresh, looks a little darker than before, and looks tired, then you know it is more of an oily skin or probably a skin which can easily get acne. If your skin feels tightly stretched, fresh, well rested and nice and smooth, then you know you're either a normal skin or probably just about dry skin. If it feels sensitive, a little red, a little irritated, or even a little flaky at a few areas, then you also know that it could be a dry skin or an extremely dry skin and sensitive if it is more red. Then when you splash your first water onto your face, if it burns, and then when you use your first little bit of your day cream, if it burns further, then you know it's an extremely dry, dehydrated, unsensitive skin which needs extra care. It's that simple. So once you have figured out your skin type, it's essential to also realize that it may keep changing depending on your health, your age, the season, the temperature that you are in, whether you're indoors in an air-conditioned environment or you're outside, and many other factors. So you don't have to lock yourself and say, okay, now I know this is my skin type, so therefore this is my skin type all my life. Not really. It keeps changing, and it's important for you to know that it is changing, when it is changing, how you also change your skincare regime along with it. So there you go. Make sure you determine your skin type, because everything that you want to know about skincare starts by knowing what is your correct skin type.
Aan de hand van de informatie die je hebt gekregen, kan je jouw huidtype bepalen. In de volgende rubriek leer je hoe je je gezicht moet reinigen. Bekijk deze rubriek eerst voordat je jouw huidtype gaat bepalen.
The first thing you should do is wash your hands. Since you're going to be using them to rinse and apply soap and other products, it is essential that they are free of bacteria in order not to contaminate your skin. Next, remove your makeup. After washing your hands, if you're wearing makeup, you should remove it. You can use a makeup remover based on your skin type. Remember, makeup doesn't come off easily, and if it stays on too long, it can lead to blocked pores and future zits. So it's important to follow this step. If you don't have any makeup remover on hand, you will want to wash your face with cleanser twice. Now that your hands are clean and your makeup is gone, it's time to start. Ideally, you want the water to be slightly warm. When the water is too cold, it can tighten pores temporarily, but it won't have a lasting effect. On the other hand, when the water is too hot, it can lead to dry and irritated skin. Once you've wet your face, it's time to lather up. If you have dry skin, you should use a cream-based cleanser because these provide moisture for the skin thanks to glycerin and shea butters. If your skin is fairly normal or you're just not sure, you should choose a mild soap-free cleanser that won't strip the skin of its natural protective oils. If you have oily skin, a quick cleanse isn't going to change your skin type, but by using a foaming cleanser with ingredients like alpha hydroxy acids, you will feel your skin much cleaner. If you have acne-prone skin, look for cleansers with salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide. These ingredients can kill the bacteria that cause acne. Massage your face with your cleanser in a circular motion, making circles move outward from the center of your face. Try to massage your face for at least 60 seconds, and make sure to spend a little bit more time on your nose and your forehead, because these are the areas of your face that usually produce more oil. Plus, don't forget about your jawline and along your hairline where sweat can accumulate. After 60 seconds, rinse off all the soap by splashing water on your face and using your hands to remove any remaining cleanser. Next, use a clean towel to pat dry your skin. You want the towel to absorb excess water without irritating the skin. Now that you've completed your face wash, you are ready to apply your lotion, oils, and whatever else you use in your regular skincare routine. Repeat these steps twice a day, every day for healthy and glowing skin.
Voor een goede gezichtsverzorging volg je 5 stappen. 1. Reinigen. 2. Exfoliëren. 3. Neutraliseren. Toning. 4. Moisturize. En 5. Bescherming. Dit filmpje bevat productnamen.
The most basic that I've narrowed it down to is really cleansing, exfoliating, toning, moisturizing, and definitely, without a doubt, protection. So those are 5 things that you must do for your skincare routine. It doesn't matter if you're young, old, female, male, you have to do all of these things. Let's go straight into cleansing. There are so many cleansers on the market. You have foam cleansing, gel cleanser, milk cleanser, lotion cleanser, this like gazillion types of cleansers out there. So you really have to determine what type of cleanser you are depending on what type of skin type you have. So if you have really dry skin, I would avoid using foaming cleansing because that will dry out your skin more. If you have really oily skin, I would avoid using milk cleansers because it's too moisturizing and you wouldn't feel cleansed afterwards. So depending on what type of skincare you have, try to find a good cleanser that best matches your skin. For me personally, this is kind of like my best 2-in-1 thing. Not only does it help with oily skin, like skin patches where I have, but also is anti-aging at the same time, which is what I need because I'm getting old, okay? So I found that this is really great and I use this both day and night. So you just squeeze a little bit onto your palm and then you lather with water and then just apply it over your skin, lather it really well, make sure all parts of your face is covered, including your neck as well, and then rinse it off completely. The next step is exfoliating, and like I said, it doesn't matter if you have dry, normal, combination, oily skin, all of you guys will need to exfoliate. I might have mentioned to you this before that the natural life cycle of your cell is 28 days. So your skin pretty much have dermis, epidermis, and then the surface of your skin. It takes 28 days from the cell, from the dermis, all the way to travel to the surface of your skin. And that's when your skin cycle renewal is. The new cells come up and they fall off. New cells come up and they fall off. So for you to make sure that you have removed all the dead skin cells on the surface of your skin is to exfoliate, because excess dead skin cells on the surface layers can cause your pores to be blocked and therefore in turn causes breakouts, pimples, blackheads, just congestion in general. And I'm currently loving the Kate Somerville Exfoliate, which I use minimum once a week. I like to make sure, especially my teen zone is especially oily, so I make sure that my nose and my chin and my forehead is exfoliated I usually use this like 3 times a week, but I said the minimal, okay? The most minimal time you can use exfoliate is once a week. Must use exfoliator. Step number 3 is toner. And I know a lot of you guys might have heard mixed messages about toners. What is toners? What does toners do? Basically, pH is a balance between acid and basic in your skin. And usually we are a 7 all the way through. However, sometimes the cleansers actually throw off that balance. So whether your skin becomes more acidic or more basic depending on the cleanser. And what the toners does is bring your pH back to the neutral, which is 7. That's what toners used to do, and that's all they did back then. Toners nowadays are more efficient and more advanced now. So they not only balance the pH, they also remove any makeup and cleanser residue. They also prepare your skin for the moisturizer to go on later, and they also sometimes detoxify the skin. So it does so much more than what it used to do. I do have to stress though is to avoid any toners with alcohol, because alcohol does dry out skin and it gives your skin no benefit at all. When I'm having problems with breakouts, so in summer and things like that, I tend to go for the SK2 Facial Treatment Clear Lotion. And what I mean by how advanced toners are these days, this also contains Patira, which is obviously the essence of SK2, the brand itself. And Patira actually helps with skin cells renewal. And in winter, when my skin is really dry and flaky, I go for something like this. It's more of a moisturizing, hydrating toner. And I actually use this all year round sometimes, so it really depends. Those are 2 that I kind of go in between. Moisturizer. This part is very important and it's huge because depending on what type of skin you have, you can find moisturizers from like high-end to drugstore, and you could even use baby lotion. The way to put on moisturizer, I know a lot of you guys probably heard of serums and like hydrating lotions and emulsions and creams. You're like, oh my God, what are you guys talking about? The easiest way for you to remember how to put on what first is going by the texture. So think of your skin as a sponge, okay? It absorbs watery, liquidy stuff first because it's most liquidy and watery, so absorbs that first. And then the next thing it would absorb is like creamy stuff. And then the next thing it would absorb is paste because that's like the last thing that would absorb, you know? If you have really dry skin, then you would put on a hydrating serum first and then your moisturizer. So in winter when I have really dry skin, I like to use my serum, which is the Lancome Visionaire in the Advanced Skin Corrector Wrinkles, Pores and Evenness. I use this on first because it's more of a serum, so it's like this, you know, like a liquidy stuff. And then I apply this on first before I apply my moisturizer. This is the Visionaire Correcting Polishing Cream, and as you can see, the texture of this is it's a lot more thicker. So I apply this after the serum because you're allowing your skin to absorb the liquids first before applying on any thicker, heavier stuff. So in summer when I'm breaking out more and my skin's really oily, I tend to go for something more like acne control. So basically this is kind of like the serum, it's very liquidy, so it's like, you know, like almost like a gel type. So I'll apply this all over my skin and then I'll use a moisturizer on top of that, and I tend to match it with the Kiehl's Clearly Corrective White Hydrating Moisture Emulsion, and this is it's more of a paste. So obviously I apply this on after. So when moisturizing, never ever forget your eyes. Depending on what type of eye concern that you might have. In summer, I like to go for something a bit lighter, like a gel. I use this in summer. And then when I'm like a little bit more heavy duty, like wrinkles and stuff, this is the Miracle Worker Philosophy. It's like a retinol eye repair. So it actually kind of like gently peels off your skin. So it's like a really heavy duty wrinkle removing eye cream. Last but not least is protection, because without this, the whole basic skincare routine is out the door, because what you've done to help protect your skin will be like wasted if you don't protect it with sunblock. So the current one I'm using at the moment is the Chanel UV Essential, and basically it's an SPF of 50. I would not recommend anything more than SPF 50 because it does become really rich and oily and it can cause problems. It can clog up your pores if you don't cleanse it off properly. So basically, again, remember to cleanse, exfoliate, tone, moisturize and protection.
Lees voor aankoop van het product de ingrediëntenlijst. Van stoffen die hier genoemd zijn is bewezen dat ze irriterend kunnen werken op de huid. Er zijn duizenden verschillende reinigingsproducten te koop. Gel, mousse, foam, lotion, zeepbar, doekjes en nog veel meer. Zorg ervoor dat je dat product kiest dat bij jouw huidtype past. Reinig je huid 's ochtends en 's avonds. In de avond om al het dagelijks vuil en make-up te verwijderen. En in de ochtend is het noodzakelijk te reinigen omdat jouw huid 's nachts extra talg produceert. Dagelijks stel je je huid bloot aan allerlei invloeden van buitenaf, zoals zon, wind, vervuiling en stof. Het gevolg is dat je huid zijn glans en schoonheid verliest. Je gezicht wassen en reinigen is effectief voor alle huidtypes. Het ontstopt de poriën, verwijdert vuil en make-up en je verwijdert tegelijkertijd dode huidcellen. Dagelijks ontdoet de huid zich op natuurlijke wijze van talloze huidcellen. Als dit natuurlijke proces wordt verstoord of stopgezet door zonneschade, een droge of vette huid, genetische factoren of een huidaandoening, zie je meteen de gevolgen. Een doffe, droge of schilferige huid, verstopte poriën, puistjes, gerstekorrels of een oneffen tint. Gebruik van een exfoliant helpt om het natuurlijke proces weer in balans te brengen. Als je dode huidcellen op milde wijze verwijdert, kun je daarmee verstopte poriën en puistjes tegengaan, rimpels minder diep maken en zelfs met een droge huid afrekenen. Een exfoliant is een cosmetica-product dat in staat is om op chemische wijze de huid te ontdoen van dode huidcellen. De effectiviteit van een exfoliant wordt bepaald door het gebruikte exfolierende ingrediënt, de concentratie hiervan in het cosmetica-product en de pH-waarde van de gehele cosmetica-formule. Daarnaast spelen het huidpenetrerende en huidkalmerende vermogen van de complete cosmetica-formule een rol. In de meeste exfolianten worden hydroxyzuren gebruikt als belangrijkste exfolierende bestanddeel. Fruitzuren, dit zijn AH's, werken het beste in een concentratie van 5 tot 10% en met de pH-waarde van 3 tot 4. Salicylzuur, dit is een BHA, werkt het beste in een concentratie van 1 tot 2% en met een pH-waarde van 3. Zowel fruitzuren als salicylzuur wordt minder effectief naarmate de pH-waarde van het product hoger of de concentratie van het ingrediënt lager is. Lees bij aankoop op de verpakking of de concentraties hydroxyzuren en of de pH-waarden vermeld staan. Bouw het gebruik van een exfoliant langzaam op, bijvoorbeeld om de 3 avonden. En experimenteer zelf hoe je huid reageert op deze producten. En let op met het gebruik in combinatie met zon. Scrubs behandelen alleen de buitenste huidlaag aan de huidoppervlakte en bereiken het merendeel van de ongezonde opgebouwde dode huidcellen niet. Goede, moderne toners zijn mild en zorgen voor het verwijderen van achtergebleven resten cleanser of make-up na het reinigen van het gezicht. Een toner met de juiste ingrediënten kan een huid kalmeren en bepaalde antioxidanten of vochtinbrengende stoffen aan de huid toevoegen. Wat zit er in een goede toner? Net als de cleanser moet de toner ook mild zijn. Gebruik van een niet goed geformuleerde toner kan leiden tot irritatie, een droge of juist vette huid en zelfs tot puistjes. Let er dus altijd op dat je toner gebruikt zonder parfum, kleurstof, alcohol en andere irriterende stoffen. Een goede toner bevat stoffen die de huid kalmeren en beschermen. Dit wordt gedaan door middel van antioxidanten, anti-inflammatoire en vochtinbrengende ingrediënten. Hoe gebruik je het? Veel werkzame stoffen in een crème trekken makkelijker in bij een vochtige huid. Direct aanbrengen van een crème na gebruik van een toner zorgen ervoor dat zowel vocht als de actieve ingrediënten van de toner opgenomen worden in de huid.
Go ahead and get on into what is a cleansing water, and I'm just going to kind of read a definition that I got from a doctor offline so that I don't misstep anything, but this is not words out of my own mouth, just so you know that. So a micellar water is basically in the case that I'm going to show you today, a triple purified water, but it's not always that way, just the particular one I'm talking about, that has little cells in it, floating cells called micelles. And micelles are basically nano-sized single-layer fatty bubbles, and they absorb other fats such as sebum and oils, which is things that, all come out of the pores and everything on your skin, the impurities that you really want to just get rid of and, remove. most micellar waters also have some type of surfactant, which is just a cleansing agent, which basically solubilizes or makes the impurities soluble and draws them out of the skin like a magnet. It literally just attracts the impurities out of your pores, so they just get sucked right out like a freaking vacuum, and it's awesome. Now, I have been on the hunt for micellar waters or cleansing waters for a little over a year, no, 2 years, a little over 2 years now. I have tried a lot of the cult favorites and some, underdogs, you would say, and definitely have tried the cult favorite Bioderma. I picked it up when I was in France, and I have to say the one I'm going to review for you today beats them all. It beats the Bioderma in my opinion, and it's just freaking amazing. Micellar waters are really great for sensitive skin. Basically, they were created to be able to cleanse your skin without leaving any residue on your skin to where you don't have to wash your face afterwards. Now, I use them to remove my makeup mostly, so I always double cleanse because I wear a lot of makeup, so I always use this to remove my makeup and then go in after with my facial cleanser. So there's kind of a couple different ways that you can use it. You can use it like that as basically a makeup remover. You can use it after you wash your face and think you've removed all your makeup. You can squirt a little on a cotton pad, rub it all over your face like you would a toner, and you're gonna be amazed. There's probably some impurities left on the cotton pad, and so that's just like an extra really good step to do just to make sure you're getting everything off of your skin, because you really especially don't want to go to sleep with anything on your skin. You guys already know that. Another way you can use this product is in the morning. So it's a great way, especially if you have something like rosacea or just really aggravated skin or broken skin or anything like that. It's really a great way to cleanse your face in the morning with a gentle cleanser. You don't have to use a washcloth or anything exfoliating like that that's going to disrupt your skin, bring out any of that rosacea or anything like that. And the great thing about the micellar waters is even though like in the morning it's going to strip all of the nastiness out of your skin that your skin produces and kind of tries to get rid of while it's sleeping, so any oils or sweat or anything like that, it's going to be removing that for you. But this is a hydrating thing to where it literally does not strip your skin. It's soap free and all of that, so it doesn't feel like when you typically wash your face and you get that really tight feeling. You do not get that with these waters. Now, the ones that I have all used, none of them have any residue. They literally feel like water on your skin, and most of them are fragrance free. Some of them have some. I prefer the ones that are fragrance free just because, it's unnecessary, I think, to have fragrance in it, but to each their own. And yeah, that's a great way to use it. I also think this is a great gym bag product for those of you who go to the gym before or after work and you want to get all of your makeup off or cleanse your face to put your makeup on if you're going to work or something like that. This is a great gym bag product. Just throw it in there with some cotton pads and you're good to go. This will remove makeup wipes from your freaking routine. I'm serious, because you can do your eye makeup. It removes every bit of everything. You can remove your longwear lip products, your longwear foundation, everything with this one product.
Moisturize op basis van gel, lotion, crème. Er zijn diverse mogelijkheden. Kies de juiste basis en ingrediënten die passen bij jouw huidtype. Zorg ervoor dat jouw crème in een niet doorzichtige tube zit. En in een verpakking in de vorm van een pompsysteem is nog beter. Dit laatste vanuit hygiënische oogpunt. Maar ook zodat er zo min mogelijk licht en zuurstof bij kan komen, zodat de werkzaamheid van alle ingrediënten gegarandeerd zijn.
So, moisturizing is so important, especially having the right amount of moisture and oil on your skin. So, the important function of moisturizing is that it gives the right amount of oil and moisture in your skin, and it also helps with the condition of your skin. It keeps it really good, so that when you put on your makeup base, it just becomes really smooth and flawless. And when your skin's moisturized, your makeup goes on, it lasts longer time. And after you put on your serum and essence, if you don't put on your moisturizer, then the moisture on your skin can fly away. So during the daytime, it is really important that you put on your moisturizer really well because of all the wind and sun and all the outer exposure of outdoor. It kind of takes away the protective layer of your skin. So this is very important. And during the nighttime, it has the function of whatever you put on after your moisturizer, the moisturizer helps it to soak in really fast. So what is important when you choose the moisturizer for your skin? Step number 1, the most important thing is you need to know exactly what your skin type is, whether it be dry, oily, combination skin, sensitive skin, whatever it may be, you need to know exactly what your skin type is. And step number 2 is moisturizing ingredients. You need to know exactly what are all the moisturizing ingredients, and you need to know what kind of functions it has. And you need to choose, okay, it has these kind of functions, and right now for me, I need this kind of function or that kind of function. So I wanted to introduce you to some of the moisturizing ingredients, and I wanted to tell you the specific functions that each one has. So moisturizing ingredients in cosmetics, it has 2 different types. The first type is the one that keeps the moisture in, like it keeps it from flying away. The other one is the one that brings the moisture in. The first moisturizing ingredient is glycerin. This has both types. It has the function of bringing the moisture in. It also has the function of keeping the moisture in so that it won't fly away. It is also excellent for your troubled skin, especially the little pimples that we get. It's also good to control them. The next one is hyaluronic acid. It is a natural ingredient, so it is not only good for moisturizing your skin, but moisturizing and rejuvenating and also protecting your skin. Next one is beta-glucan. It has 20% more moisture than hyaluronic acid. It also helps rejuvenate the cells of burnt skin, and it makes your skin dewy and very even. The next one is ceramide. It is one of the ingredients that makes the dead skin layer on your skin. It protects the moisture in your skin from flying away, and it also moisturizes your skin, and it just keeps it in there. If you put on a cream that has even 1% of ceramide, then within 24 hours, your damaged skin will become rejuvenated up to 90%. And it is also really great to prevent you from getting skin allergies or atopy. The next one is jojoba oil. It is an oil that's really well known already, and it is very similar to the oil that's in human body. And this is also really great to keep the moisture in your skin from flying away. Besides these ingredients, collagen elastin, which is great for anti-aging and moisturizing, and vitamin E, which is excellent for rejuvenating your skin from damaged skin from the sun, and antioxidant activities. And aloe vera, which is well known for its moisturizing and its cooling, and butylene glycol, which is excellent for soaking in your skin. It's really soaks up fast so that it gives you a very light feeling. So I think it is so important that you guys know the moisturizing ingredients and its functions.
Om jouw huid te beschermen, gebruik dagelijks een zonbescherming met factor 50. Zelfs ook wanneer je denkt dat je de zon niet ziet schijnen. Want UVA en UVB-straling bereiken dagelijks het aardoppervlak. Wat is het verschil tussen UVA en UVB? UVB zet de huid toe om vitamine D aan te maken. En dat is de positieve kant van deze straling. Te veel UVB kan leiden tot verbranding, DNA-schade en huidkanker. Van UVA-straling kan je niet verbranden, maar het is wel schadelijk. Het zorgt voor huidveroudering en onderdrukt de afweer van het gehele lichaam. UVA gaat dwars door glas heen. Ga dan ook niet te lang achter het raam in de zon zitten. Controleer bij aankoop van je zonnebrandcrème of het product zowel UVA als een UVB-filter bevat. Evenwichtige voeding, voldoende vocht en beweging draagt bij aan een gezonde, mooi uitziende huid. Drink dagelijks 1,5 tot 2 liter water. Eet met mate en varieer met je keuzes. Kies volkoren producten in de vorm van pasta, rijst of brood. Eet weinig vlees. Kies vaker vis of plantaardig, zoals peulvruchten, noten, eieren of vegetarische producten. Eet of drink genoeg zuivel, zoals melk, yoghurt of kaas. Maak gebruik van zachte of vloeibare vetten. En eet dagelijks een handje ongezouten noten. Eet dagelijks minimaal 250 gram groente en 2 stuks fruit. En ook bij groente en fruit is het verstandig te variëren. Sporten verbetert je bloedsomloop en zuurstofopname en daar heeft je huid ook baat bij. Zorg dat je dagelijks minimaal 30 minuten beweegt. Maak het functioneel en efficiënt. Ga bijvoorbeeld te voet boodschappen doen in plaats van met de auto. Of neem op je werk de trap in plaats van de lift. Deze keuzes hebben ook al effect op jouw bewegingspatroon. Ook slaap en stress zijn van invloed op jouw huid. Zorg voor voldoende slaap. Zo voorkom je wallen en blauwe kringen onder de ogen, rimpels, een doffe huid, puistjes en huidverslapping. Vermijd of verminder stress zo vaak mogelijk. Neem tijd om te relaxen.